Hi cozy friends, I am extremely excited to be sharing this video. I'll be sharing my genuine tips on how I stay inspired to journal after 6 years of doing it, as well as bringing you along on some of my cozy nature-filled days. Okay, let's go. The water is mostly calm, but there's a breeze, so there's a bit of a current, and that's why I was drifting into the trees, but I'm gonna go further out. I just wanted some shade because it's like 12 p.m. and it's like 80 degrees. You know, I always knew this life was for me. Back in my Tumblr days when I used to be popping on Tumblr and posting cool pictures that weren't mine at the time because I was literally a teenager and just didn't have the access to do things like this at the time. But here I am, almost 10 years later, doing exactly what I had pinned on my Pinterest. Oh no, my Tumblr. Now Pinterest. I didn't use Pinterest back in the day. I thought it was lame. But now it's literally actually lame because of all the AI. Actual AI. Oh yeah, let's keep going. At this point, I'm just yapping and rowing. But who cares? I mean, it's a vibe, right? You're on the water with me. It's like you're on a date. And I'm putting in all the work and you just get to sit there and look pretty. Oh my gosh, my bangs. How about we like not? So I've been getting some really lovely comments on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube about me inspiring people to pick up their journal, and that is very, very sweet, and I'm so glad to hear that. Literally every time I read it, puts a smile on my face. Every time I get a comment, it's like, oh. But I have also been getting some comments on TikTok about people who say that they want to start journaling, but they have no idea where to start, how to do it, and like they feel like they don't know what to write. So, as someone who's been journaling since 2019, I have a ton of ideas of where you can start journaling and how to manufacture some journal pages if you're just filling blank, okay? And it's all about being inspired and cozy. Really, it really, really, really is. So, before I even pick up my journal, I'm trying to make my atmosphere really cozy, inviting, inspiring. So I'll light candles, I'll spray some room spray, or I'll light a fragrant candle. I'll even turn on my twinkly lights depending on what time of day it is. Another thing that I do is I'll make a really nice beverage. So whether it's a matcha, a coffee, a chai, like it doesn't matter. I feel like having something warm while I'm writing just makes me feel really good, so I'll do that. I'll even sometimes have a treat, you know, whatever your tastes are, go for that. I feel like when your space is really cozy, really inviting, the atmosphere alone is enough to like spark some sort of creativity with your words. And if that isn't working, here are some journal spreads that I think could be a really great place to start. So, for example, today I'm at the park. I made sure that I was in a really inspiring environment. Literally, this is so beautiful, right? So, I picked a song that just I've been loving lately. I've had the song in my playlist for a while, but I've really been loving it lately. So, I just made a dedicated journal spread about it, and I just tore some scrap pieces of paper, wrote the lyrics down on them, and added my Cozy Artist Avenue stickers. And look at this. This is so pretty, and I felt great making it. I was literally listening to the song on repeat while I was writing it, and it just really set the tone. I just felt so alive, and just like the song says, I don't want to like be stuck in some sort of fantasy. Like, I want to be in the moment. I want to connect, whether it's with myself or other people. I want to connect So yeah, that's why I'm here in nature. Like, this is my favorite way of connecting with life. And yeah, if you just don't have a favorite song for some reason, if you're an alien and you just landed on Earth today and you don't know music and you don't have a favorite song, fine. You can make a journal page all about stickers. And it's really easy to do with my stickers because they're so pretty. These are all photos I've taken myself and I just turned them into cozy artsy stickers. And look at this whole page. Like, this is the vibe. This page tells you, oh, this girl loves nature. She loves the sun. She spends her mornings being very cozy. Like, I can just tell that this girl has a very cozy vibe. So, like, whatever your vibe is, just make that page full of stickers. And you don't have to write a single thing. But when you look at it, it makes you feel good because you know that you made something that was all about you. So, yeah. That's great. And then if you don't have stickers, you can print out pictures from your camera roll or from Pinterest, Instagram, wherever, and just make a page dedicated to that. You could create a whole vibe, a whole tone with just pictures, just like this. It has everything I love on there. Look, what is this picture? Literally, like, at the beach with the bike, picnic. I'm literally gonna go biking after I finish filming this. Just because I love biking. So these are all things that you guys know that I enjoy by now. You know, if this isn't your first video for me, then you know this is me. Once again, you can just make a page dedicated to just pictures. You don't have to write a single word. This is like the easiest way to start. If whether you rip them up like I did here, or you cut them out and you like straighter lines, fine. You can just literally do the pictures without ripping them, and it'll come out just the same, just as beautiful, right? If you are like, okay, I've made all the cute picture pages, I want to write something, I want to use my words, and I want to say something meaningful and thoughtful to me. Okay, write the first thing that comes to your mind and don't overcomplicate it. Don't make it difficult. Just write. And even if it sounds silly, even if you feel silly writing it, if you're worried about what if someone reads it? If someone reads it, they're the intruder. They're the problem. You deserve a place where you get to write your first thoughts without fear of judgment or feeling like you might be ridiculed about that. As humans, we deserve a place to be our most unfiltered self. And that's why I love my journals so much, because this is the one place I think where I am 110% myself. All 100 versions of me. And I don't know, I just think everybody deserves that. If anyone, family, friends, boyfriend, read this journal and they feel any sort of type of way, then that's a personal problem because you intruded on my privacy. And I deserve a place where if I'm upset, I get to write about that. If I am feeling any type of way, I deserve to write about that, and I get to figure out why I'm feeling that way, how I got to feel like that, and what I can do to resolve it. Okay? So, I don't know. Like, just be honest. I'm so honest. There is so much mess in my journals. There's so much sadness. There's so much grief. There's so much resentment. There's so much love in my journals, and I don't know, I would feel suffocated if I had to keep all of that in. It's so windy. I hope the audio is okay, guys. Please bear with me. Okay, friends, I'm going to be taking you to spend the morning with me journaling at the park. So the day before, I saw this girl's TikTok where she spent the morning going for a hike, and it just looked so cozy. She lived in the most beautiful place ever, and I was like, how can I invite that coziness and sense of adventure into my own life? So I woke up early before my morning shift so that I could go to the park and experience the morning sun and write down what was on my heart, you know? So I had to make a little fancy beverage, which is why I'm making a matcha with oat milk and honey. Didn't that just sound so good? Ugh. So I'm at the park today so that I can journal with my whimsical summer sticker collection. Can I vent to you guys for a second? I try to make my channel a safe place, not only for myself, but for other people. And I just want to talk about something that I have been thinking about recently. As you guys may know by now, I work a 9-to-5 job on top of running Cozy Artist Avenue on the side. So I work at a media company and I basically make content for other businesses. You know, after spending 8 hours a day already staring at a screen, making amazing content for someone else and only making a margin of the actual profit, sometimes I only have a little bit of energy to spare, you know, to then run Cozy Artist Avenue and make great content for you guys on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. And I feel bad when I am not able to post as consistently. And I know I said this a few vlogs back, but I just feel like I need to reiterate it for any new viewers, or maybe you missed my last couple of vlogs. That is why I'm so inconsistent. I'm tired. I wish I could do this full time, and I'm working really hard behind the scenes. Actually, no, you guys seen in my YouTube videos, I'm trying so hard to market my stationery that I make for nature lovers and journal lovers. I'm just trying to find balance, that sweet spot where I can show up for my job that is currently keeping my lights on, but also show up for myself and work really hard so that I can grow Cozy Artist Avenue and grow this stationery, photography loving, cozy vibe loving community. I don't even think I got to talk a lot about the sticker collection that you're seeing on screen, my whimsical summer collection. This is the last video you'll see with me using it because it's fall now and I'll be moving on to my fall content, which I'm excited about, but I'm already falling behind. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining. I love my job. It's literally in my desired career field. I have a really, really great team that I work with at my job. It's still work though, you know, even when you're doing what you love, it's still work. And I'm actually curious, if you are subscribed to my channel right now, why are you subscribed to me? Did that sound aggressive? I don't know. I don't mean that in an aggressive way. Like, I want to know, like, are you here for my stationery content? Are you here for me because you like me? You like me? But yeah, please let me know why you're here in the comments, and if you plan on staying for a while, please let me know some content that you would like to see from me. Once again, like, I want this to be a community where we talk to each other. I love reading comments. That's like one of my favorite things to do when I'm online. Like, I'll be watching a video and reading the comments at the same time. And I was writing some journal entries, and I remembered that I wrote this really cool one. And the backstory behind it is that back in 2021, I was working in retail at the mall, and I have this tendency to bring my journal everywhere. And I was like so bored. I wanted to be anywhere but working at the mall. And so I basically just wrote a journal entry about what I wished I was doing. And it turned into this really beautiful poem / prose. And I recently rewrote it like 4 years later. And I want to share the updated version. I can hear the seagulls singing their melody of freedom all around me. Their song resonates with the part of me that is constantly searching for boundless adventure. Like them, I want to instinctively trust my nature and my ability to navigate safely through life. As I'm sitting on the beach, covered in sand, watching the sunrise, my eyes are drawn to the sea. I love the sound of the waves hitting the sand. Staring out at the vastness of the ocean, I observe each wave that crashes on the shore, and a flash of nostalgia ripples through me. While my lifetime pales in comparison to the magnificence of the Pacific, I still can't help but feel so pleased with how great my life truly is. While my temperament still fluctuates, I'm much more content with my past experiences that once anchored me in Malays. With each passing year, I discovered ways to fill my own cup, which is nearly half full now. I feel like my heart is light as a feather, with my worries no longer bogged down by the worst case scenarios I used to tell myself. I get to be as free as the birds soaring above me. Just like the waves, doubt still comes, but it recedes quickly, no longer lingering unwelcomed in my mind, limiting my possibilities. And I wrote that while I was working as a sales associate in the mall, wishing that I could be anywhere but there. And I just wrote what I saw in my mind. And yeah, this version is a lot better. I feel like I painted a very vivid picture. And maybe I'll share my first draft. That's like, what, 4 years old now? And yeah, whatever. I really love this poem or prose. Myself, I actually kind of feel like an archivist, like I am writing down the most important historical moments in my life, whether they're sad, happy, mundane. I write everything in this journal. Sometimes it's like really cute, and then other times I'm trying to speak more lyrically and poetically. I don't know, I just like to keep things fresh, and my journal helps me do that. It feels like a challenge to myself, and I just really enjoy it. It's like, outside of nature, this is my second favorite place to be. It's like I literally get in this flow state, and it's just really nice to have like that me time where I'm not thinking about something else. So yeah, I love my journal. I love journaling. And it's just so that I could be like detached from my phone, detached from like my everyday responsibilities, and just exist what I feel like we were supposed to be existing as before, people decided that we need to spend 40 hours of our week working for minimal pay.